Ah, are we filming? Okay. In the quaint town of Lawndale, where the quirkiest of characters find their way into the most mundane of situations, Quinn Morgendorfer had decided to spend her evening indulging in the simple pleasure of watching her favorite show, We Bear Bears. With a bowl of buttery popcorn in hand, she nestled into the plush cushions of the family's living room couch and turned on the streaming service Disney Minus, expecting a light-hearted escape from her usual teenage drama that included Daria and the Fashion Club. However, as the title of the episode flashed across the screen, Auntie Nita, that's what the episode was called, by the way, Quinn's eyebrows furrowed in confusion. This was not the title of any episode she recalled.
"What is this?"
she said. The bewilderment only deepened as Harry Styles' Watermelon Sugar began to play over the card. Did I say that right? Yeah, probably. A tune that she enjoyed, but not what she expected as a soundtrack to a cartoon about three lovable bears. It was an unusual start, and Quinn couldn't help but think that something was off. As the episode unfolded, Quinn watched mouth agape as the bears, along with the friendly behemoth Charlie, the internet sensation Nom Nom, and the child prodigy Chloe, found themselves aboard a Disney World bus. You know, the buses that take you from the hotels to the parks. Yeah, I was on one of those a couple of years ago. Anyway, the driver, a mean 59-year-old black lady known as Auntie Nita from the Auntie Comedy YouTube channel, was the antithesis of the cheerful Disney cast members Quinn had heard about, notorious for her strict demeanor and her colorful language. Auntie Nita drove the bus with a iron fist and a sharp tongue, swearing at her passengers as they made their way to Disney's Hollywood studios. Even when one character tried to get up, she would turn to them and say, "Sit your ass down!" Who? Upon their arrival, the park was eerily deserted, except for them and a solitary little girl wandering about. Quinn mused to herself,
Must be a slow day at Hollywood Studios.
But Auntie Nita's strictness did not wane with a lack of crowds. She barked orders, scolding the bears for playing on the dockside diner. She was even scolding Panda for playing on top of the dinosaur they have on top of the restaurant? Yeah, I think it's a restaurant. Anyway, she was saying, "Get down! Get down!" He was like, okay, I'm getting down. Quinn empathized with the characters, murmuring,
Why is she so mean?
as she watched Auntie Nita's relentless tirades. Things only escalated when Charlie, in a moment of frivolity, did I say that right? Probably, began spinning Pingu on the stage of a Frozen-themed restaurant. You know, the one where you can't shout puddles at. That one. Auntie Nita then ran into the restaurant and Auntie Nita, who reminded Quinn of the infamous Vicky from the Fairly Odd Parents, went into the restaurant and stormed up on stage and hit Charlie with the spice water, sparking an argument between the two. She was saying, "Why are you spinning on that damn thing?" And he was like, "Because he said it was fun!" Auntie Nita then dropped her purse and pulled out her fly swatter and said, "Who are you talking to?" Charlie then said, "Nobody." As the confrontation continued, the one from before, brazenly stole Auntie Nita's shoes, prompting a wild chase down Sunset Boulevard towards the Tower of Terror. The little girl's thievery seemed to be the last straw for Auntie Nita as she screamed for her footwear, her voice thundering, "Little girl, give me my damn shoes!" After that, Auntie Nita was sitting on a bench in front of a jewelry store near Sunset Boulevard, and then suddenly she said, "Didn't I tell you to get down? You better get down!" A cup then flew out of nowhere and nearly hit her in the head. Auntie Nita stopped for a moment, put her fly swatter at the cup, and said, "Come get this damn thing! What the hell you just throw? Why would you throw that?" It was Chloe. Apparently she threw the cup as a joke. And Auntie Nita was threatening to hit her with the fly swatter. She said, "Place the cup right here. Come get the cup. What I say? Come over here and pick this damn water cup up. Pick it up." she said as she threw the fly swatter towards Chloe. Nom Nom, pushed to his limits by Auntie Nita's tyranny, found solace on the roof of the Star Tours ride, but even there he wasn't safe from her scolding, which only fueled his inner rage. Eventually, unable to tolerate Auntie Nita's she knocked him off the roof of the Star Tours ride and said, "What the hell you on that damn thing? Hey, if you fall off this damn thing, you're gonna bust your head in the white meat, then how you gonna get to the hospital? Who's that taking to the hospital? You got gas?" "No," he said. "Alright then, take your ass off the damn thing and go over there with the kids," she said. Eventually, unable to tolerate Auntie Nita's oppression any longer, everyone, including Pingu and the shoe-stealing little girl, fled towards the gates of Hollywood Studios in a desperate attempt to escape. Quinn gasped at her as her eyes were glued to the screen as her eyes glued to the screen as the gates seemed to be proved to be an immonstrable obstacle. Auntie Nita caught up with them and a fierce battle ensued. She grabbed Panda and yanked him off the wall. She said, Why you want this damn gate? Gate, what are you doing? What are you doing?" Panda started an argument with her once again. This time, Nom Nom, smelling the scent of a cupcake, went over to the 50s primetime cafe and saw it. A koala's favorite treat, the eucalyptus golden cupcake. He went up to it just about he was about to grab it. Auntie Nita used the force and grabbed it from him. She said, then ate it. In only 4 bites. So good. Nom Nom, finally fed up with her crap, began laughing maniacally. He then formed dark circles under his eyes and his fist clenched. He grabbed a knife and was poised to retaliate. He said, "This is all your fault!" Yeah! He ran over to her with the large kitchen knife he now had, and ran towards Auntie Nita, she knocked him over with a swift blow from her purse, knocking him into an old-school TV. A 1950s themed girl emerged, her exclamation of,
Golly gee, so much violence.
echoing Quinn's own thoughts about the chaos. In a surprising turn of events, Auntie Nita called up Moo Moo, who was at the Auntie Nita Communication Center in Detroit. The Communication Center was a giant telecom facility with a billboard in the middle with Auntie Nita's face on it, and it said, "I'ma tear your ass up." "Hey Moo Moo,
Yeah, Ma?
I need you to get Allison on the phone. I got a situation here in Orlando."
Wait, how many falls? Yeah, but ain't that a group home in school?
Roseanne asked. "Why can't everything group home? Roseanne!" Brittany screamed.
Why do you say things like that?
Little damn Brittany, if you don't stop talking to Roseanne like that, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass with a white meat, and I ain't bullshitting. "Blow me, bitch," Brittany said. Auntie Nita then took Brittany and threw her into the shadow realm. As Brittany screamed, "You heard what the hell I said, little damn Brittany!" As demanded, Moo Moo called in Allison, one of Auntie Nita's friends, and a ship came to Hollywood Studios. 2 doctors came out, and all of a sudden, Nom Nom was being sent to Harmony Falls Home and Assisted Living Center for the autistic in Canada. The rest of the group found themselves back on the bus, where Auntie Nita inquired if they had fun. "Y'all have fun?" Panda, honest in his misery, said, "No." Auntie Nita then said, Fix your damn face! Why the hell not?" Before he can say anything else, Auntie Nita, in a fit of rage, picked him up and threw him into the atmosphere, causing him to land in Japan. Quinn sat there, utterly baffled by what happened. Just then, it cut to a group home in the middle of an autumn forest, presumably in Canada, where Nom Nom sat in a garden drinking tea. A nurse came up to him and said,
"You got a visitor today, sweetie."
Grizz then came up and sat next to him. "Hey, dude," he said. "Well, what now?" Nom asked, depressed. "Well, we gotta get back," Grizz said, as they began. He then thought about telling his plan to defeat Auntie Nita to Nom. Quinn sat there, utterly baffled by the dark and comedic twist to her beloved cartoon. The credits rolled. They were the same credits from the show, but instead of the normal credits music, it was instead the theme song from The New Adventures of Old Christine. If you watched that show, you would know. Quinn could only scream in horror,
"I'm never watching Disney Minus again!"
What she had hoped would be a peaceful night of animated fun had turned into a surreal, chaotic adventure that would leave the most seasoned viewer disturbed. And so Quinn Morgendorffer learned that sometimes the most innocent of escapes could bear an unexpected bite. Get it? Because the show is about bears? Anyway, Daria and Jane Lane then went into the house, sat on the couch, and watched Disney Minus. They were shocked that their favorite show, Sick Sad World, had been turned into a brain rot-filled mess. They also screamed, "We're never watching Disney Minus again!" And then they walked out of the house. The end.